Hi, my name is Shantae and welcome to my channel, Harlempurls. Today is Monday, December 9th, the 9th day of Vlogmas, so happy Vlogmas! Today I casted on another hat. I had the day off of work today. I took the day off. I had to do some adulting. I had to take my car in for an inspection and for an oil change, and it was parent-teacher conferences at the boys' school. I have twin boys who are 5 years old, so they're both in kindergarten, so I had to go see their teachers to see how they're progressing in kindergarten. So that was my day, and luckily I had lots of knitting time while waiting for my car to get done. So I decided, I guess this morning, that I was going to cast on for a hat. So this is the hat so far that I casted on this morning. If you can see it, hold on, let me get the ends together. It's 5 different colors. Here's the hat. Excuse me. I started with this bottom color, and then I have these this light blue, this other blue, darker blue, and a green. Right? Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 colors. I ran out of the bottom color once I did the ribbing, so I added this little light blue here and then the green, and then we're gonna continue in this sequence. I'm going to do probably one more repeat and then I'll decrease for the top. I don't think this hat's gonna get a pom-pom. We'll see. The yarn that I'm using is by Caron and Pantone. They did a collaboration together. Caron and Pantone, they have a collaboration together where they take colors and put them into these little mini skeins and put them together. So this was the one that I used, all these different colors to create this, and it's a triangle pattern that I kind of created into what are these, parallelograms, hexagons, and created this pattern. I actually used it from my favorite pattern book. I'll show you. I have another Pantone skein that I haven't used yet. Oh, here it is. So I have another one. This is how it comes. If you ever see it, I think I got it in Michael's. I should have stock in Michael's as many times as I mention them. But here's my other skein of Pantone that I haven't used yet. I didn't realize when I bought it that this yarn is actually bulky weight. I thought it was worsted weight, but it's bulky weight, so that's why I kind of struggled to try to find something. Oh, it comes with the little pattern on the front. Can you see that? Oh, that's nice. I like that. Maybe I'll knit that next. I like that. It has a little suggestion. Anyway, here's a skein that I have, so I'll be done with that soon. But the yarn is okay. Like I said, I didn't realize that it was bulky, which is fine. I just went up a needle size. I believe I did the ribbing in a 7 and the main body. Let's see. I did the ribbing in a 8. The ribbing was done in an 8, and the body of the hat is a 10.5, I believe. Yes, 10.5. So a 10.5 needle on the body and an 8 on the ribbing. And I believe this is 70 stitches going around because I needed a multiple of 5 for this pattern. So that's that hat. I did bake some bread today, which I will show a picture on the end. It came out okay. I wasn't too happy with it. I was running low on, I make sourdough bread. I like to make sourdough bread and experiment with that, which takes a long time. But I was running low on bread flour, so I decided to use regular unbleached all-purpose flour. And I didn't get the rise that I usually get with my breads while using just regular all-purpose flour, so I think I'm going to go back to bread flour. It's okay. Actually, the taste is a little better. It's not as sour as when I usually make my sourdough bread, but I think I like the rise. I like how airy it is and how it's lighter when I use bread flour as opposed to when I use the all-purpose flour. It's denser. but it still came out good. I'll put pictures on the end if you want to see how that came out. And lastly, I said I was going to give a book recommendation. I have a ton of books. I like collecting books, knitting books, all types of books. As you can see back here, I have a ton of books, and they're just all over the house. I love books. But here's my recommendation for today for a stitch pattern book. This is called Beautiful Knitting Patterns. It's by Gisela Kloper. Not sure how you would pronounce that. Sorry if I butchered the name. But I found this at Barnes and Noble's a long time ago. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And it says right on the title what it is, Beautiful Knitting Patterns. And all the patterns in here are gorgeous. So it starts off, the first section, it gives you a history of knitting. And then it talks about just basic knit and purl variation stitches. And it has like just some basic ones in here. And then the next section is brioche. I've never seen a stitch dictionary that has like such a variety of brioche stitches in it. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. And then it gets into cable patterns and then lace patterns. Some of these patterns are just gorgeous. Not sure if you can see them. And then it gets into open work lace patterns. And then jacquard patterns, some of the color work in here. So this book has color work in it as well. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Look at all those colors. So, yeah, and then it has mini stitch patterns and slip stitch. It also has mosaic patterns, mosaic slip stitch patterns. So I find this book very interesting, and it's one of my go-tos. Just like my other book, this is one of my go-tos when I'm looking for an interesting stitch pattern to add to something. I'll pull this up. So that's about it for today. Thank you for joining me. And as always, if you have any questions, put them below. Put them down below in the comment section, and I will reply. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.